Hello everybody. Welcome to Homeschooling and Oils. My name is Tina and I am happy that you are with me today. I have a special treat for you guys. You know how I already feel about Big Life Journals. Okay, well guess what? They have an edition, a second edition, a new one that just is hot off the presses, and I'm ecstatic about it because it is geared towards the teens or tweens. And I have both. I have a 12-year-old and I have a 14-year-old. So this would actually fall into their age bracket of amazingness, and it's different from the original one. It's different from the one that's geared towards ages 6 and 12. 6 and 11ish, I should say. It's different because, you know, the other Big Life Journal book focuses on the buddy system and also building, helping them to learn how to dream and seeing themselves outside the box, seeing how they can change things or finding whatever they love to do and then doing something with that. Well, I really like how the Big Life Journal is using the teen edition to actually build upon the skills and the mindset that they have already been setting in place with the first book. And now the second book is totally focused on the mind, the mindset. And I'm here to tell you, if you can control that mind and learn how to focus and build motivation and confidence and know how to shift the way that you perceive things and have that mindset on positivity, you can move mountains. And that is for adult, children, teens, or adults, grown people as well. So the book is beautiful because it will appeal to boys or girls with this. That's what I particularly love about the Big Life Journals. They can go for boys or girls the way that they are. This is the first one. This is the second one in which I'm talking about. I am excited. As you know, the first one is broken down in 26 weeks. This one is broken down in 5 segments or 5 sections. Yes, so it's a totally different, and it's not working on the buddy system like the original one was. Your child or your teen will be working solely by themselves on this because they will be working within themselves, working on their mindset. Changing that mindset. I need this for myself because as I was going through this, reading this book, I was like, wow, these concepts are amazing. And I'm all about personal development. So I'm like, I need one of these for myself. So I will definitely be getting 2 more of these. But the amazing people at Big Life Journal provided me this copy so that I could show you guys and give you a review on it, and I am absolutely ecstatic and love it to pieces. Let me just go ahead and jump right into this journal on why it's so amazing. The Big Life Journal, the teen edition, yes, the teen edition. And like I said before, it's broken down into 5 sections in which your child is going to build on the skills that they have already learned in the part 1, but they're going to start working on that mindset. But say for example, you have the question is, say for example, my child didn't do book 1. Will they be able to do this? Yes, they will. They still be able to do it, but I'm just speaking of ones who have already started their Big Life journey. They're going to see how the building blocks that they had for the first one is actually going to help them with this one. But you can also do it without even starting with the first volume. That's what's so amazing about it. You can do both, or you can just do one. Wherever you want to start. That's how cool it is, right? So, as always, they have an amazing little part in the beginning of the book in which they are talking directly to that particular student. And the dedication goes like this. To you, an unstoppable dreamer and creator who has the power to improve the world, we believe in you. So it's giving you that motivation right off the jump to get the child motivated and pump that teenager moving. And so it goes on in, and it has where they have to write their name. And it's a hard copy journal. It's more of a matte finish, not a glossy finish, which I like. So The 5 topics is 5 topics in which they're going to be working on. Now, inside of each particular topic, it's not a short little topic. They're going to constantly dig into that relative topic for a while. So, section or chapter 1, between chapter 1 and chapter 2, I think it's like 26, 28 pages in between that they're going to have to work on. And then when you start getting into chapter 3, 4, and 5, you'll notice that it's between 20 plus pages and 30 plus pages. It depends on which topic you're working on. Like the first topic, well, actually it explains what this journal is all about, what is dealing with dreaming, and then it's going to talk about, it's going to break down the different 5 chapters or the 5 sections. And chapter 1 talks about it all starts here. In chapter 2, exploring you. Chapter 3, dreaming up your life. Chapter 4, from dreams to reality. And chapter 5, the keys to success. So it's going to really break it down. And I really like, and I have it like marked, different stuff that I particularly like, and I just lost one of my little made bookmarks. But anyway, what I particularly love about Big Life Journals in general is the way that they motivate and build confidence into your student and make them think a different way about something that they may have thought differently about. Like they even talk about failure and stuff like that, and how they put it in such a positive spin to it that usually when you fail on something or you may not pass a certain test or something, you feel super duper bad. But they actually have a way of showing a child how that moment of failure can actually build them up more so than actually knowing how to do it at first, because it builds character, and then you will not forget it once you get it. But I can't explain it all right here. You will just have to see it all for yourself. But anyway, you know I am big on motivational stuff here at Homeschooling Oils. So here, they always have different motivational things throughout the book. It says, whether you think you can or think you can't, you are right. And that's by Henry Ford. So they'll show you whoever the quote came from. So it starts off with different little stuff like this. In chapter 1, which is all about, it starts here. It starts with you. And it asks your child to really, it gets really deep into your child thinking of themselves and how they can actually rewrite their brain. Yes, it gives you the steps on which your child, your teen, can actually rewrite their brain and give them, and they give it to them in such a way that it's not overwhelming, it's fun, it's engaging, and they can see tangible things or visual cues that they can go to in order to say, okay, well, I'm going to try to retrain my brain to be more positive. And then it has how your brain is a supercomputer. And then it talks about the connotation of negativity versus positivity. And it's just training your teen with their brain still developing on setting that positive mindset. I wish I had this book when I was a teenager, because as you know, when you're a teenager, your body is going through different hormonal changes. You're having different perspective on how you see yourself, because your body is changing, you're learning yourself all over again. And so having that positive mindset will really be, and learning how to do it at this young age will really set them up really, really great for adulthood. Because we know, we see social media and all this stuff out there that can really make a child feel like something is wrong with them or they are not meeting a certain standard. But how this book is going to walk them through. And you know, with teenagers, they really don't want mom and dad telling them everything. So this is like a self-care kind of guide. They're learning how to really dig deep into their emotions and really getting to know and learn themselves during their time frame. They're not rushing, they're working through it, they're really going to think about these things. It's very, very great how they actually did this journal. It talks about positive self-talk and negative self-talk. It shows both cases. And it just goes into details. And they even have a cell phone. They have an activity to do with a cell phone as well. And you know, teenagers and their cell phones. So it also have different people in history or right now that the teen can see right now on television, and they can see how they made positive changes, how they was able to achieve whatever goal or whatever thing that they're particularly doing. It goes through all of that. It goes through all of these things, positive reinforcement. Okay, and number 3, well, I don't know if I'm on number 3 yet, but it also, this is one thing that stood out to me as well, about being a mentor, and how they could be their own mentor. Okay, let me find that section, what I thought was truly, truly, truly amazing how they did it. They have a section in here in which the child is going to do an interview. But the trick is the child is going to be interviewing themselves. Yeah. So the child is going to be talking about what are my 2 greatest strengths, and they're going to be going through thinking about what they're interviewing. They have an interview 1 and then they have an interview 2. So as time go on, they can do the second interview and compare and see how it is. And they can actually work through all the different things that they feel about themselves, whether it's negative or positive. If it's positive, they can build on it. If it's negative, they can start working on etching that out and switching that into a positive transition. This journal is just simply amazing. Look at all of this. Like, it says things I can control, things I cannot control. All of these things in the center are things that you can control. Things on the outside of this circle is things that you can't control. And it's making the child really make tangible visual cues in order to see and be able to work through this thing we call life. And they'll be able to have something to look back on to see how, I mean, tell the truth, adults need to do this, to be truthfully honest. I'm one of them. So that's why I said I need to get one for myself, because these concepts and these things that they're teaching you in the Bit Life Journal are things that as adults, no one ever taught you this in school. This is not a class in school. This is amazing. I feel like everybody should have this. And if you're an adult and you need personal development and help with this, the topics that they're going over in here are relevant not only for teens, but it's relevant for adults as well. So I am going to be doing this alongside my children. I am actually going to get me 2 more copies of this particular book, because I want one for myself, and then I'm going to get one for my other child, and then I'm going to give my other child this one. But yes, it is simply amazing. The artwork, as usual, is top of the line. The attention to detail is top of the line. Look at how it even walked the child through how to set goals. Yes, and it says, dream, become a world-renowned musician. So they don't have to become a musician, but whatever their desire, it gives them the building blocks over here and let them know step by step how they're supposed to do it. And they're supposed to write down those steps so they can see the visual aid of how you set goals and how you can obtain those particular goals, which I think is super duper amazing. And look how they can actually work their own goals out. They have 2 sheets in which they can do it on, and this is just building great skills. And then it adds many thought-provoking questions throughout this particular journey to get your teen or tween to think things through, which I think is super duper amazing in itself. And then they also have a time that they can work through all the different things of routine, helping them build an activity or build a routine. And it has a little cell phone, it has the time up to the top, and they can write down everything and actually see how their 24 hours look on paper, and how they can actually work their goals and do all the things that they are required to do, and also fill in fun time and everything. It's just amazing how it is. So I'm absolutely loving this. And then it's going to go, the last section is talking about the keys to success, and it's going to walk them through step by step, giving them a solid, good foundation in order to build whatever they want to build. And even talk about self-care, about getting enough sleep, It is just amazing. So if you're looking for something to add to your homeschool curriculum, dealing with health, dealing with mindset, dealing with motivation, confidence, the list can go on and on positivity, and giving your child a way of being able to learn how to provide themselves with self-care. This is it, people. This is it. And if you stay tuned, I am going to be coming on talking about an amazing giveaway that I'm doing, that a Big Life Journals is allowing me to do for you guys. So one individual is going to receive something amazing in which they will be able to go and do something with, and I will do just a special video just announcing the giveaway itself. But this video was just solely showing you the inside or explaining you the whole concept of the Big Life Journal, the teen edition or your tween. This is amazing. You know what? I don't care it's for a teen. I need it for me too. I just love both of them. So we're doing both. Okay, but it's amazing. So if you're an adult looking for something for personal development for yourself, this is good for you. If you are a teen or tween and you trying to figure out something to help your teenager, this is it, because it's totally focusing on the mind, people, the mindset. How be positive and walk out that negative. It's really teaching your child how to give them tangible goals and helping them work their thoughts out on paper. But it's not boring. It's very colorful. They have motivation. They have confidence things. They have quotes from different famous people in which teens usually look up to. So they're going to have all of that in there with the visual cues, writing, color, stimulate. Everything is just well done. So, you guys, this is amazing. Woo, 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 woo. Go get yours today from BigLifeJournals.com, and it's fresh off the presses, and it is amazing. Thank you so much, Big Life Journal, for allowing me to do this review, and also the giveaway that you guys are sponsoring here on Homeschooling in Oils. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you like this review. Talk to you later. Bye.